1958, the classic Man of the West was brought to life on the big screen. This film featured the legendary Gary Cooper and was skillfully directed by Anthony Mann. The screenplay, penned by Reginald Rose, was based on the enthralling novel The Border Jumpers by Will Brown. Walter Mirisch produced this Western gem, which was distributed by United Artists. The absence of Gary Cooper's spoken voice in the movie didn't hinder his legacy, as his impactful performance continued to echo through cinema long after his passing. Truly, this timeless classic left an indelible mark on the Western genre that resonates to this day. Starring Julie London, Lee J. Cobb, Jack Lord, Arthur O'Connell, John Dierks, Robert Wilk, and Royal Dano, Man of the West follows former outlaw Link Jones as he travels to Texas to hire the town's first school teacher. After their train is robbed, Jones, Sam Beasley, and singer Billy Ellis find themselves at Jones' old home, now taken over by criminals, including his uncle, Doc Tobin, who tries to draw Jones back into a life of crime. In 1958, Gary Cooper, nearly 57 at the time, portrayed the lead role in the movie despite being older than his character, and his co-star Lee J. Cobb, who played his uncle. Initially considered for the lead was Stuart Granger, yet the role eventually went to Gary Cooper. There was speculation surrounding why Jimmy Stewart was not chosen, with some suggesting a rift between him and the director Anthony Mann. The opening credits of Man of the West list a title song by Bobby Troup, husband of Julie London, though the song isn't featured in the film. Shot in the same year as The Big Country, the movie shares set designer Edward Boyle and major shooting locations like the ghost town of Lasso and Blanco Canyon. Despite his age and lingering pain from a previous car accident, Gary Cooper performed his own horse riding scenes in Man of the West. Warner Brothers initially introduced the film as a vehicle for John Wayne, but Gary Cooper was ultimately cast. Gary Cooper's dedication to his craft shone through as he tackled the demanding horse riding sequences with skill and authenticity, adding a realistic touch to the film. His performance brought depth and gravitas to the character, providing a captivating viewing experience for audiences. John Wayne's potential involvement would have undoubtedly brought a different dynamic to the movie, but ultimately, it was Gary Cooper's stellar performance that became a highlight of the film. His portrayal of the character added layers of complexity and emotion to the story, showcasing his talent and experience as a seasoned actor. Man of the West stands as a testament to Gary Cooper's enduring legacy in the world of cinema. During the filming of this classic, producer Walter Mirisch shared a memorable dinner experience with Gary Cooper at Joel McCrea's ranch. The atmosphere was filled with camaraderie and warmth as the actors enjoyed each other's company. Mirisch recalled the friendly banter that flowed between them, giving insight into their personalities beyond the roles they portrayed on screen. Despite the lightheartedness of the evening, there was an undercurrent of competition, particularly when McCrea brought up the various high-profile roles that Cooper had allegedly turned down over the years. This led to playful jabs and laughter, showcasing how both men, while successful in their own rights, often found themselves in discussions about the choices made in their careers. The dinner served as a reminder of the close-knit nature of Hollywood during that era, where friendships blossomed even amid the competitive landscape of film. Their interactions painted a vivid picture of the camaraderie and mutual respect shared among the stars of that time, making it a cherished memory for those involved. In 1958, the film Man of the West showcased a gripping hand wrestling contest between characters Ponch and Doc Tobin. This showdown was a true test of balance and strength, complete with specific rules to heighten the drama. The filming of this classic took place with a total budget of $150 million. Utilizing widescreen CinemaScope, the cinematographer Ernest Haller, renowned for his work on Gone with the Wind, captured the essence of this intense duel. It was a display of raw power and skill that added depth to the narrative of the film, showcasing the determination and grit of the characters involved. Man of the West truly brought this hand wrestling scene to life in a way that resonated with audiences and left a lasting impact on the movie's legacy. The film, while set in Texas, was actually shot in various stunning locations throughout California. The Sierra Railroad in Jamestown provided a picturesque and authentic backdrop that contributed to the film's Western atmosphere. This historic railroad, known for its scenic views, allowed the filmmakers to capture the essence of the Old West. Red Rock Canyon State Park, with its dramatic rock formations and vibrant colors, offered a striking landscape that enhanced the visual appeal of the movie. Santa Clarita also played a significant role in the filming process, providing a versatile environment that could mimic different parts of Texas. Thousand Oaks contributed to the film's diverse settings, showcasing California's natural beauty. Additionally, the Mojave Desert added an expansive and rugged feel, highlighting the harshness of the frontier life depicted in the story. These locations collectively brought the narrative to life, allowing audiences to immerse themselves in the challenges faced by the characters. In the 1958 movie Man of the West, director Anthony Mann was fascinated by Gary Cooper's eyes, believing that light-colored eyes reflect the inner flame of a hero, influencing casting decisions. Royal Dano played a mute character in the film, but was later known for voicing Abraham Lincoln in Disney's Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln Attraction, selected by Walt Disney for his vocal resemblance to Lincoln. This classic showcases the talents of these actors in bringing their characters to life on the big screen. The intricate details of their performances add depth and emotion to the storytelling, making it a memorable viewing experience for audiences of all ages. Man of the West was a film from 1958 that made a big impact during its time. People really liked this classic movie. It had a lasting effect on popular culture. After it came out, there were other things made based on it, like new stories called spin-offs. There were also things you could buy related to the movie, like toys or clothes. Some adaptations of the film were made into different forms, like TV shows or books. The legacy of Man of the West continues to be seen in popular culture today. In selecting the cast for the 1958 movie Man of the West, each key actor was carefully chosen through auditions and chemistry tests. The pivotal moments in casting defined the roles. The lead actor was chosen for his rugged charm that fit the character perfectly. The female lead stood out for her grace and elegance, bringing depth to her role. Supporting actors were selected for their strong presence on screen, enhancing the overall dynamics of the cast. Chemistry tests ensured that the interactions between actors felt authentic and engaging. These vital moments in casting shaped the movie's final ensemble, creating a cohesive and compelling performance on screen. The directorial vision behind the 1958 movie Man of the West was focused on creating a gritty, authentic portrayal of the Old West. The director aimed to capture the ruggedness and hardships of the era, drawing inspiration from classic Western films and literature. The director's style was characterized by stark visuals, intense action sequences, and a deep exploration of complex characters. To bring the story to life, the director collaborated closely with the cast and crew, emphasizing realism and authenticity in every aspect of the film. The director worked closely with actors to develop their characters, encouraging them to bring depth and emotion to their performances. The crew was meticulous in recreating the setting of the Old West, paying attention to detail in costumes, props, and set design. Overall, the directorial vision behind Man of the West was to create a compelling and immersive Western experience that resonated with audiences and stood out as a classic in the genre. During the production of the 1958 movie Man of the West, the set design featured detailed recreations of Western towns, complete with dusty streets and saloons. Filming took place in various locations to capture the vast landscapes of the American West, from rugged canyons to open plains. Logistical challenges included working in remote areas without modern amenities, requiring careful planning for cast and crew accommodations. Innovative techniques were employed to enhance the film's authenticity, such as using natural lighting to create a more natural and immersive look. Additionally, advanced sound recording equipment was utilized to capture the ambient sounds of the wilderness, adding to the realism of the movie. Overall, the production of Man of the West required a blend of creativity, technical skill, and careful coordination to bring the Western world to life on the silver screen. The score and soundtrack of the 1958 movie Man of the West were crafted to enhance the film's narrative and emotional depth. Composers and musicians worked diligently to create music that perfectly complemented the story's tone. The soundtrack, with its sweeping orchestral pieces and poignant melodies, heightened the tension and drama of key scenes. The composers aimed to evoke specific emotions in the audience, using music to underscore the characters' struggles and triumphs. Through a mix of instrumental themes and motifs, the soundtrack became an integral part of the overall cinematic experience, adding layers of meaning and atmosphere to the on-screen action. Composers and musicians strived to create a musical canvas that painted the movie's world with sound, enriching the audience's viewing experience and bringing the narrative to life in a new way. In the 1958 movie Man of the West, one of the most iconic scenes is the train robbery sequence. The direction in this scene is masterful, creating tension and excitement as the characters execute their plan. The performance by the actors is intense and gripping, adding to the realism of the moment. The cinematography captures the action beautifully, with dynamic shots that enhance the adrenaline-filled atmosphere. This scene has a profound impact on the audience, immersing them in the dangerous world of the characters and keeping them on the edge of their seats. Filmmakers and actors have praised this scene for its authenticity and raw energy. Director Anthony Mann lauded the actors for their commitment to the scene, while lead actor Gary Cooper spoke about the challenges of filming such an intense sequence. The train robbery scene in Man of the West is a standout moment that showcases the talent of all involved and leaves a lasting impression on viewers. In 1958, the movie Man of the West made a significant impact on culture and society. Audiences were drawn to the film's exploration of morality and redemption, as well as its portrayal of the American West. The character development and themes of the movie resonated with viewers, sparking discussions about personal growth and the consequences of one's actions. Man of the West also influenced pop culture by setting a standard for Western films and inspiring future filmmakers to delve deeper into complex characters and storytelling. Its depiction of rugged landscapes and cowboy ethics captured the spirit of the era, contributing to a broader conversation about individualism and justice. Overall, the movie's cultural and social impact endures, continuing to shape how we view the past and contemplate timeless themes. Man of the West, released in 1958, received positive critical reception upon its release. Critics praised the film for its gripping storyline, strong performances, and evocative cinematography. Audience reactions were similarly favorable, with many viewers appreciating the film's intense drama and iconic Western themes. While Man of the West did not receive any major awards or nominations, its critical acclaim solidified its reputation as a classic Western film. For those involved in the making of the movie, such accolades meant recognition for their hard work and talent. Being part of a well-received film can open doors for actors, directors, and crew members, paving the way for future opportunities in the film industry. The positive reception and enduring legacy of Man of the West serve as a testament to the creative vision and dedication of everyone involved in bringing the movie to life. During the making of Man of the West, there were many interesting moments that stood out. The director, Anthony Mann, was known for his intense filmmaking style. He often pushed the cast to give their best performances. One day, Gary Cooper, playing the lead role, arrived on set after a long night of filming. He looked exhausted but still managed to deliver an incredible scene. The crew admired his dedication, and even though he was tired, he brought a lot of energy to the performance. Another memorable moment happened when the cast was filming a tense standoff. The tension was so real that the actors really got into their roles. In between takes, they shared stories and jokes to lighten the mood. This helped build camaraderie among the cast, making their performances feel more genuine. The location shooting in California also brought its challenges. The weather was unpredictable, with sudden rain showers interrupting scenes. Yet, the crew adapted quickly, using tarps to protect the equipment and keep filming. This teamwork behind the scenes created a strong bond among everyone involved in the project. As the weeks went by, the cast and crew became like a family. They celebrated small victories with meals together and shared their excitement about the film. These moments added depth to their performances, creating a lasting impact on the final product. The challenges they faced only made their work stronger, showcasing the spirit of collaboration that defined the making of this classic Western. The film Man of the West, released in 1958, stands out as a pivotal work in the Western genre. It blends traditional Western themes with a darker, more complex narrative, showcasing a morally ambiguous character played by Gary Cooper. This film shifted the portrayal of Western heroes from clear-cut righteousness to characters filled with inner conflict, influencing later filmmakers like Sam Peckinpah and Quentin Tarantino. Their works often explore similar themes of violence and redemption. The film's stark cinematography by director Anthony Mann also paved the way for a more visual storytelling approach in cinema. Its impact can be seen in movies like Unforgiven and Django Unchained, where characters grapple with their pasts and the consequences of their actions. Man of the West introduced a psychological depth that resonated with audiences and filmmakers alike, marking a significant evolution in how Westerns were crafted and perceived. This legacy continues to inspire modern storytelling, proving the film's lasting relevance in cinema history. calling all movie buffs. Share your stories and reflections on the classic 1958 film Man of the West. How did this movie touch your heart or shape your love for cinema? Engage with us by liking, sharing, and subscribing for more enriching cinematic experiences. Your voice matters.